Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Prism Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. I just wanted to drop in here before I start this episode. So, this is actually a recording that I did for one of our Facebook team groups in our community. But the practice is so important, and it really changed my life. One day, my mentor sat down with me. I told him I had no time. This was in the very beginning of my journey. I told him, I have no time. I feel like I have no time to get everything that I need to get done in a day. I feel so spread thin. And he was like, "All right, we're going to sit down, we're going to do this activity, and you're going to realize really that that isn't true. That we prioritize the things that matter to us and we really do have 24 hours in a day, just like Beyonce, just like, any of the multi millionaires out there, Warren Buffett. We all have the same amount of time. It's about what we're doing with that time and how we're managing that time. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into what I call the 168 hours activity. So, I'm super excited about it. Again, this was recorded. So, if I'm referencing any time frames, any years, just exclude that from your memory. And I'm so excited for you guys to do this activity. So, here we go. We're going to jump right in. Hey, everybody. I am going to show you guys one of the most powerful activities I have ever done. My mentor, Zach Slobin, taught me this. And I do this with almost every single person that I work with in network marketing. For a lot of people, the biggest objection or the biggest hurdle mentally to get over is, I don't have enough time to do this, or I feel like I'm too busy. I feel like my life is crazy. I have a million balls in the air and I don't know which one I should catch next. And this is an activity that is going to show you exactly the amount of time that you have to build a side hustle or to fit anything in your life that you deem as a priority. And I'm a big believer that we prioritize the things that we care about the most. And so if we are doing certain things and filling up our calendar with certain things, those are the things that right now we value. And so if we want to make a change in our life, if you're wanting to start a side hustle, if you're wanting to create more income, I guarantee you will find pockets of your day where you can prioritize it to make it happen. So what I'm going to show you guys, I want you to get out a piece of paper and I want you at the top to write 168. Okay? 168. This is how many hours you have in 1 week. Okay? This is how many hours you have in 1 week. Okay? That's kind of crazy, right? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take every single activity that you can possibly think of, and we are going to break this down, subtract every single thing that you do, and see how much time you actually have that could be going towards things that are not such a priority for you, that are slipping in, whether it's, extra drive time, picking people up and not being organized. Maybe it's cooking meals when you know you could have a meal prep service. Maybe it is, scrolling through social media, right? Whatever those things that are filling our time, mindless activities, we're going to try and eliminate those, but we're going to add them in first, okay? So the first thing I want you guys to add is work. And I want you to calculate how many hours per day do you work and multiply it by 7. So I'm just going to use an example of the last person that I did this with. She worked 45 hours per week, okay? She worked 45 hours a week. The next thing we're going to account for is sleep. Okay, sleep, how many hours? Maybe 8 a night times 7, we'll just say 42. I can guarantee most of you aren't sleeping 8 hours because from so many of you I hear like, I only sleep like 5 or 6 hours because I don't have time, right? Okay, well, we're just going to overestimate on these, so we really have 0 excuses. The next thing I'm going to account for is eating and cooking, okay? Let's just give that, and again, you're going to make up these amounts and multiply them by 7 of how much you realistically spend on each activity. I'm just giving you guys examples of what I did with one of the people I'm mentoring. 11 hours a week. That's fair to say, right? Eating and cooking, eating takes 10, 15 minutes, cooking a little bit longer than that. Next thing is driving, right? I'm seriously, we're going to cut out everything that you're doing extra. So driving to and from work, driving to the grocery store, driving to pick up your kids from soccer practice, whatever that may be. For her, she said about 4 hours a week. She, obviously is driving back and forth to her 9 to 5 and then to the gym and such, but really realistically, you're not in the car that much if it takes you 10, 15 minutes. If you have a longer commute, this could add up quite quickly. The next thing is time with family, okay? Family time, social time. We'll say family and friend time. Okay. How much time are you spending with family and friends? And maybe it's one day a week that you're spending time with them, right? Or an hour a day, whatever that may be. For her, she said about 14, she said about 10 to 14 hours. So we're just going to put 14 as an overestimate. Okay, this is like 2 hours a day or, 1 hour a day and then a few hour blocks on the weekend where she might go shopping with her mom. We also added in her time of nonprofit work. Okay, and she does that about 2 hours a week. Okay, 2 hours a week of nonprofit work. Maybe also this could be like networking. How many networking events are you going to? Which, if you're in network marketing or in business, this is actually an income producing activity potentially. And then also, I'm going to have you guys add in working out. We didn't already add that, working out. Let's just assume we have working out an hour a day. I know I don't really work out any longer than that. I do it about 6 days a week, so we're just going to add that in, 6 hours. And then the last thing I want you guys to add is your TV time and the amount of time you're scrolling on social media. So for some of you, this could be a lot. For some of you, this might not be a lot. TV, Netflix, right? Going to movies, etc., etc. I don't spend a lot of time doing this. I don't even have a TV. That's a boundary of mine. And then obviously scrolling, 2 L's, might be, let's say an hour a day, 7 days a week, which you guys can actually check your screen time on your phone if you haven't. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add all of these things up, or basically we're gonna take our calculator on our phone. It's so easy, you don't even have to do anything. 168 minus 45 minus 42. If there's anything you're not seeing on here, add it in now. Literally everything, so there's not at the end of this like, oh, but I have this too. Add it in. If there's anything that you do throughout the week, add it in. Okay, 2 minus 6 minus 7. All right, I think I got everything. And what I'm left with, you guys, after all of this, I don't even know what else I could add into this. Maybe like walking places. I don't know. You don't know how? Actually, I'm going to redo this math just to make sure. All right, you guys, after all of this is said and done, double checked on my time. I'm like shocked by this, but again, if you have anything else that you want to add to this, add it now or forever hold your peace. Are you ready? This is how much time is left in the average day for people. This is with a 40-hour work week, sleeping 8 hours a day, drive time, sleep or eating and cooking, family and friend time, nonprofit networking, working out, scrolling, TV, Netflix. You almost have, if this is you and you're following along with this and your numbers are close, you nearly have a 40-hour work week left that is going to waste. That is almost 2 days of your life that is not accounted for. So I don't even think I need to mention how much of a reality check this is for some of you. When I do this with the people that I'm working with, when they realize, oh my gosh, 37 hours or 35 hours, even 20 hours, where is that time going? It's not going to sleep. It's not going to work. This activity shocked me when I did it the first time. And every single time I catch myself feeling like I don't have enough time, or there's not enough time in the day, or I just need to squeeze everything in. I feel like there's no time. I do this activity and it reminds me every single time of how much time we really have available. So I really encourage you to practice this, write it out, do this activity for yourself and get that exact amount of time that you are wasting doing things that are not moving you towards your goal. And then you're going to identify what your goal is if you haven't already, and you're going to figure out what can I do in these pockets of my day, in my calendar, to fill in the things that I'm prioritizing. So maybe it is picking up a hobby. Maybe it is building a side hustle. Maybe it is going to more networking events. Maybe it's going and being more active and social with people, right? What is this for you that this time could be allotted to? and you're going to put it in your calendar. You're going to put it in your calendar and realize that every single other thing is scheduled in. And if it's really properly scheduled in, then you're going to have so many empty pockets that you can fill with an abundance of things. It doesn't have to be another business. It doesn't have to be another side hustle. If I had 37 extra hours in my day or in my week, I would definitely be putting it towards something that could produce a residual additional income for me, right? So customize this for you. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope it opened your eyes to what you really have as far as time to achieve whatever goal that you want. You can literally do anything. We all have so much extra time. And even if you have kids stuff, right? Integrate kids, daycare, whatever, add that all in. And I'm sure that there's still going to be some hours that are unaccounted for. So this is just a reality check. Whenever I feel like I need to do this, I do it about maybe twice a year. And it always just reminds me, okay, I have so many pockets of the day that I can go take piano lessons. I can go, play softball or kickball or volleyball with friends and network and meet new people. I can work on my business even more, right? There's so many things that I want to do in my life that I know when I see this number, it just reminds me, Sid, you have time for it. So I hope this was valuable. I will see you guys soon. If this was valuable for you, please share it with someone you know. Again, this activity changed my life. It changes all of the people that I work with and mentor. It changes their lives, and it's something that they can easily come back to just to jog their memory that we all have time for what's important. I'll see you guys later. Bye.